All right, Successful Indie Author 5 Minute Focus, episode 221, pre-orders. We've talked about this before, but it's important to note on pre-orders that you nail your date, especially with Amazon, even the other distributors, Drafted Digital, that aggregates for you. They get you the date you want. And this is important if you're setting up any kind of launch promos, even your newsletter, simple things like that that you're trying to do in advance. It helps to know the exact date and time your book's going to launch. You try to just launch when you're ready, that's going to be a soft launch, and you're going to be a slave to the process, the quality control process that may limit and extend when your book becomes available. The longest I've had has been about 10 days. The longest I've heard about has been 3 weeks that a book got locked up and held back and then not published. Whereas with a pre-order, you don't have that. They give you your date. It takes like 4 days to make sure you set it up. So that's for me now, because I do more hard launches. I do a pre-order on every single one of my books nowadays, and I publish a lot. Yeah, you guys all know me. I've got over 100 books published, and I do a pre-order every single time. Now you can go up to a year in advance with Amazon, and generally, I go between 1 and 3 months. 1 month is good. Get the notice sent out to my Amazon followers, and it works great. That's an extra boost in sales. You get your links early, so I can set up promotions, I can set up swaps, I can set up all those kinds of things that help out with a new release. Fan satisfaction, because they know they're getting the title no later than this date. Sometimes they grouse a little bit about, oh man, it's 2 months away. That's right. I could early it up. I used to do that, but now because of setting up promotions, you need 2 to 3 months in advance to do that. So I generally won't early up a date, but I can early up the next book's date because I'm ahead of schedule, and this that helps for future sales. One of the things that people worry about is, oh man, if I make the sale today, it's going to affect my rank on launch day. Don't get twisted up about rank. What you want is sales. The rank is a reflection of how many sales or borrows, if you're in Kindle Unlimited, that you're getting, and a combination of that, as well as reader engagement. And there's all different kinds of elements that go into sales. And there's a prorated amount of, if you have pre-orders for 100 or 200 books, then you'll get a prorated amount on your launch day. And at 100 or 200, it's a very small impact on your rank. You're really going to get it with your KU borrows, and you'll see the rank climb, and then you see it climb during the day. It's all good, but that big money boost on launch day with pre-orders, if you've had 100 or 1,000, that's a really nice bump. If you've had 1,000 pre-orders, then you can see it. It will affect your rank on launch. It affects it all up to, but then on launch. And how does that affect your sales? It doesn't. Right? Rank can help exposure a little bit, but it's really the sales and the reader engagement that help make more sales. So, well, rank is a reflection of those sales and borrows. They count equally. And then the reader engagement, if they're highlighting passages, if they're leaving reviews, if they're doing all those kinds of shelving it on book Goodreads and then borrowing it, buying gift copies for other people, all of that is good stuff that then helps the exposure. And especially if you're running Amazon ads, the more sales you get, the more data Amazon gets on that book. So if you're running auto ads, it zeroes in on the targets, and that helps sales. And all of those things work together. They work in conjunction, but they're based on getting the book into somebody's hands. So don't get twisted up about rank. Get twisted up about making the sale borrow, putting the book into readers' hands. Another thing is it's motivation. You need to hit your schedule. You need to hit your deadlines. Don't be too aggressive where you're having to write 10,000 words a day for every day of a month when that's not your normal schedule. If you're used to getting 3,000 words a day and all of a sudden you got a week where you got to do 10,000 words a day, you're going to have problems. You're going to stress out. It's going to eat your stomach up. You're going to be puking blood. So you don't want to do any of that. So don't. Make it sure it's realistic. I actually don't put a book on pre-order until I'm almost done writing it, just to make sure that there is no glitches. I have never changed a pre-order date from to the future. I have never tried to extend a pre-order date. I've always hit my dates at least. And pre-orders, once I get money in the bank on launch day, all this money just flows into your account, your Amazon owes you account, or any of the other distributors. Here it is. Here's the big bundle, and so that helps you better plan your advertising campaigns and other promotions because you know you have this money. That's important to run a long-term business. You need to know about cash flow. I don't talk about cash flow on here often enough, but cash flow is good. And pre-orders, so, hey, you've got this money coming in. They can give you a level of success before the book is live, and that's important. Also, you get some benefits with simultaneous release. Doing pre-orders on paperbacks, you can't do it in Amazon. You can do it with Ingram. Audiobooks, you can do. Sometimes you can get pre-orders, other times you can't. And sometimes audiobooks get held up forever. And I did a simultaneous release and sold more audiobooks because of it, because it was available when the ebooks were in their prime time of that first week of launch. So you have that, but I'm not sure that's worth holding books up for 6 months or a year, because that book can be earning for all that time. So I'm a fan of if you can get that simultaneous release, but not so much that I'm going to hold books up or ask Amazon, please, can you extend my pre-order date? No, wouldn't do that. I think they give you a gratis of 1 month now because of COVID, but I don't want to use it at all ever, because the fans are expecting something. Don't disappoint your fans. Pre-orders, they do all kinds of good things for you. All right. Peace, fellow humans.